this is something that you need to be if you are going to be successful in business. You have to be reliable. And building that unwavering reliability really is something that you should prioritize within your own business. Why? Because people look for reliability in everybody. It is right up there with something that they are looking for. We all do it, don't we? We all look for that reliable person, you know, the steadfast person, the one who's always there, the one you can trust to be the stalwart and never let you down. So building unwavering reliability requires a combination of consistent, predictable actions and a proactive, resilient mindset. Again, short supply at the moment, having that resilient mindset, seeing many people at the moment who just fall short of that resilience that is needed to be successful. This is something, again, that you should nurture, that you should grow and expand on. That resilience, building that barrier, ignoring the noise, concentrating wholeheartedly on your goals of what you are trying to achieve. Those that manage to do this, those that have that thick skin, have that reliability, are the ones that will be successful in the long run. Why? Because they have the attitude to not give up. They have the attitude to stick with it rather than jumping ship, going all over the place, looking for something a little bit easier. And let's face it, that is the bottom line. People are looking for easy money, but it's not the right reason to not stick with something. You really do have to be that person who is reliable, have that thick skin and see something through. Why? Because it will come back tenfold. It is established through key pillars: reliability, empathy, authenticity, and responsibility foster deep trust and long-term success. I'm going to read that to you one more time. It has been established through 4 key pillars: reliability, empathy, authenticity, and responsibility that fosters deep trust and long-term success. Have we heard about the 4 pillars before? Have we heard from somebody about how important those pillars really are? Here they are again in a different context, but again, resonate with those that are behind our CEO and what he is trying to do. These aren't made up things. These are things that have been well documented. And if you want to be successful yourself, you should take on board exactly what these pillars are. Again, one more time: reliability, empathy, authenticity, and responsibility. Whether this is in personal life, professional, or technical context, it is developed over time by adhering to commitments, maintaining high standards, and fostering a culture of accountability. Building unwavered reliability. All of these things add to your success. The ones that are going to see it through, the ones that don't fall by the wayside, the ones that are here and seeing this one through. These are the people that will be successful at the end of the day. I'm just going to go off track a little bit here now and talk about something that I was talking to Chris about this morning, and I've been talking to our family in the admin group, Jeanne and Narelle and Tanya, Peter Rogers, Collins, lovely Minu. I think that's everyone, and Chris as well. Obviously, he is there. And we've all been talking about the same thing, and that is obviously our business and obviously the group, but more importantly, our CEO, Ash Mufarah. And I said to Chris that it's something I'm going to bring up on my live today, and that is Hang on a second. Talking of Chris, here he is. Second. Chris Johnson, how the devil are you?
Hey, you're not doing a live right now, are you?
I'm doing a live right now.
You know what? It's killing me. Great live, by the way.
Thank you, my friend.
I'm watching you, and I keep seeing Jeanne get up and go behind that curtain.
I am as well, and I can't turn round.
No, sorry, it's the
You know
dog.
what I'm thinking? The first thing that popped into my mind was the Wizard of Oz when they. How far ahead back there? Is that where you've been hiding behind that?
No, it's the dog.
It's the dog. The dog wanted to go out, so that's where he is.
Always blame it on the dog. That's
Absolutely. If in doubt, blame the dog.
But anyway, hello to everyone out there. Just to let you know that I'm being as quiet as Ash Mafara, and there's a reason for that. It's because I got nothing to say.
Can't believe that.
But what I can tell you is there's a lot of things that are moving. The gears are moving. This isn't a puzzle anymore. There are no more missing pieces. I think that puzzle, my opinion, has already been built. And I think right now that Ash Mafar is laying out the pipelines from the puzzle that connects us to the whole world. So stay patient, stay calm. Everything is working. Everything is on schedule. I know a lot of people they get a little crazy because it's silent. But really, as Rez said many times, it's really a good thing. Because he likes to stay busy, and boy is he busy. He doesn't pay attention to the noise, as we say. He's paying attention, and what he's doing is paying attention to our future, and that's what he's building. So just hang tight. And when Ash is ready to burst, he's gonna burst. Let me tell you, he will burst. But hang tight on there. We love y'all. Thanks for watching Red every day. It is let's see. He's pretty consistent. What do you do? 5 days now, Red?
Well, I try and do 5 if I can, but obviously sometimes things get in the way. But yeah, I try for 5.
Yeah, he's working in the streets. We won't talk about that right now.
Someone who hasn't got a lot to say. He's got a lot to say, hasn't he?
I know he does not. Like, he likes talking, does that, Chris?
Well, you know, you got to put a little fun into it once in a while.
Absolutely.
And make everyone giggle a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but all I want to tell everyone is I'm still here. Red's still here. Many of us are still here, and we're more excited now than ever. And I'm going to say that I still have no idea when things are going to start, but I'm very excited about that. When they do start, I'm ready. So as Ash is preparing this, you need to start preparing yourself for what's going to happen. That classroom, woo! Let me tell you, I'm going to be a class clown in the classroom, but we'll have fun, but we'll learn together. So just hang tight, everyone. It is coming, as I used to say all the time. But Red, I got nothing else, man.
Hey, Chris, I'll give you a ring later on, mate. Thanks so much for popping on.
All right, buddy. Bye.
Ta-da. There you go. Mr. Chris Johnson himself hasn't gone anywhere, has he? He's still here. He's still here, and he is still very much. Oh, what's he want now? No, he was butt dialing me. Can't believe he was butt dialing me. Anyway, let's go back to what I was saying about our CEO, Ash Mufara. And one of the things I think many of us have forgotten about, really, and for me is probably the best explanation I can give what I'm thinking. This has not come from corporate, by the way, or anything like that, but this is how my mindset is working at the moment, is that he was taken through the ringer, wasn't he, legally, through lots of avenues, SEC, etc., and all the rest of it. He is being watched by everybody at every angle. Don't you think that he has to make sure, double check that everything that he is doing is exactly how it should be, above board, legal and legitimate? And this, for me, is the best explanation that I think in my head of why things aren't probably going as quickly as he wants it, we want it, and all the rest of it, because those right ways of doing it have to be adhered to. And this is, for me, what makes the perfect sense. You know what I'm like. I like to use logic in a lot of the things that I talk about and a lot of the things that I speak to you about. And this is, for me, my most logical reasoning behind where we are at the moment. Speaking to people like Chris Johnson and the people, the rest of the guys in the admin group, is fantastic. It really allows us to be open. It allows us to have fun, number one. And it also allows us to really keep that enthusiasm going as far as this journey is concerned. We understand that many of you are anxious, stressed, and all the rest of it. But I will keep reiterating the same thing. Our CEO has not gone anywhere. Our CEO is still fighting the good fight on our behalf. He wants to see this through. And all he is asking in return is that we're patient. It's not cost us anything. We're not being asked to do anything. Just wait, be truthful, but more importantly, be loyal. And again, many of us out there haven't been able to do even that. And that is a very sad state of affairs when you're not asked to be doing anything except for to wait, be patient, be loyal, stay plugged in, and everything will be absolutely fine. And this is where I feel that the likes of me and Megan and James Hawkins, everybody who is doing any lives at the moment really should be listened to. Jeanne Alleva as well, because we are the ones that are showing you guys we haven't gone away, we're still here, we're still positive, and we're still very much upbeat about what is happening. Callista, my friend, thank you so much for the super sticker. That is very, very kind. Let me put you up in the lights there. Anyway, let's get back to those core pillars of reliability, that unwavering building of reliability that is so important in business. Number one is consistency in action. How many times have we told and said the same thing about consistency is key to having a successful business? Regardless, being consistent, even being consistently bad, is a plus. At least you're being consistent. And this is where it really does show your true worth as a person, how consistent you are. It really is the backbone of a successful business. Actively ensuring that your behaviors and performance are predictable in a positive way. This means delivering some quality of work or being equally supportive regardless of any outside pressures. Accountability is also taking full ownership of actions, including any mistakes, by the way, and owning up to errors immediately and focus on finding solutions rather than placing blame. A lot of us actually don't do that. A lot of us would rather not say anything or even put the responsibility onto somebody else rather than holding your hands up. As they say, takes a big man to say sorry and own up to their actions. I think more and more now, this is something that really goes a long way, especially in business. If mistakes have been made and somebody actually puts their hands up, okay, and says, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. This is what happened. This is the reasons. Let's move forward. That then draws a line under it rather than that rumbling on and carrying through. It is something that a lot of people feel weak by doing it. On the contrary, it takes a big person to say sorry. So it's something you should always look at as far as the pillars is concerned, is accountability. Clear communication. Keep others informed, especially if circumstances change or deadlines are at risk. Proactive, honest communication builds trust, even when there's news is not good. This is what I try and do on a daily basis, is to make sure that you guys are up to date. You guys are getting something on a daily basis that is helping you proactively to build your business. You should look at the same when you are building your business, especially with your circles and all the rest of it. Very important that you keep up to date and you make sure that they know exactly what is going on. And the last one then is integrity. Adhere to high ethical standards, ensuring that actions always match your words. To be honest, that's been an easy one for me. I've always known my integrity is intact because I've only followed one thing. This is it. I've had 7.5, I'm in my 8th year now of this business and following our CEO. My integrity is fully intact. I haven't wavered from the path, and I can hold my head very high knowing that that is true. How many of you out there are the same? I wonder. So building reliability in the workplace. Obviously, this doesn't attain to us, but it really does show that you need to prioritize, have realistic expectations, be punctual, and foster a culture of trust within that workplace. Also, there's the reliability of instruments and tech things as well. This also has a big effect on businesses, making sure that they all run as they should do for a business. The back office sort of software and mechanical things that I use within business. Sustained reliability is the continuous improvement of never being static. If you stay still and you're not growing, then you need to look at ways that you are continually going to improve. Again, one of the best ways of doing that is to surround yourself with like-minded people, and preferably people who are slightly above and ahead of you. Why? Because then you will strive to be as good as these people are. You will try and emulate what these people are trying to do. This will inevitably rub off on you to help you to continually improve. It requires constant reviewing, obviously, and redefining the process and adapting new and better practices to be able to attain it. Training and education obviously is key to that continual improvement. Invest in continual learning to ensure that you and your team has the latest skills and knowledge to handle complex tasks. I'm sure this is going to be part and parcel of what we're going to learn in Victory with Ash. Are these new techniques? He gave us a bit of insight, didn't he, where before we entered Victory with Ash, about what we were expecting to see there. Some of it, remember, you can get that insight by just going to the website victorywithash.com and looking down there. It quite clearly says what we are likely to see within Victory with Ash. Self-improvement, knowing new technologies, learning new things is all about you evolving as a better person and businessman and woman, or whatever, business person. Sorry, I should have said. This is why I'm really looking forward to what we have to see in there, because of that training and education. Documentation, maintaining up-to-date documents and a run book to ensure that processes can be followed accurately by anyone. I don't think we need to know anything about that particularly, but obviously anything that helps for us to grow within business is certainly well received in my book anyway by learning new things. So what are the key takeaways of building an unwavering reliability? It's a skill, is the number one thing. Okay, it doesn't come to everybody easily. It is something that needs to be developed through deliberate practices, and once established, acts as a bedrock of trust in any relationship or organization. It is something that can be learned. It's not necessarily something that will come easy to people, but it can be learned. And being reliable takes those 4 pillars on a regular basis so that you start making it a normal practice, and then that deliberate practice becomes something that happens naturally. There's also the human part of reliability, and that is the greatest challenge to reliability is often the person who is there, the human, making communication of the why crucial for team adoption. It's how you perceive it, it's how you interpret it, but more importantly, it's how you then give it over to somebody else, how you perceive it and how you administer it to somebody else. This is a challenge for a lot of people because we're all human, we're all different, but we need to challenge ourselves so that we can make the right communications with the right people about that crucial why for other people to adapt it. Also, the last one then is results. Unwavering reliability leads to increased productivity, higher team morale, and a more resilient organization. This is something that we all want to have. Whatever our team size, whoever the people are within our organizations, we want to have the best people there possible, doing the best that they can possibly do. They look at you as their leader. They look at you as the person they can rely on, that they are looking towards for the encouragement, for their knowledge that they need to gain. This is where you need to look at yourself and think, am I a reliable person? Am I that person that they can depend on through anything? That unwavering trust that they have in somebody above them. This is not about being a leader. This is not about being the one in charge. This is not about being above anybody else. This is about showing to other people that you are that reliable person, the one that can be trusted. And if you learn that and adopt that to your organization, you will see how quickly it will grow.